Okay, here's the deal. We're gonna try to get this used Trailtech speedometer put on this quad. It came with some homemade brackets. I bought some other brackets because I ended up changing out the handlebars. It started to warm up, which means I get to come out in the garage 1 day a week now. Because I'm so busy on Saturdays that the only day I can shoot videos is Sunday now. So, you know, I had someone comment on my video, when's this quad going to be done? Then I had another person comment, you know, because I read all the comments. I'm not necessarily responding to all of them now. Oh, when are we going to get to more Aprilla videos? So, this is the deal. I don't make enough money on Amsoil, and from my Amsoil sales to my YouTube revenue to my Amazon income. I had some eBay income from all the used parts and stuff. I just don't have enough revenue. So what I've had to do is, because I don't have enough money to do what I need to do, basically this is what I'm going to tell you. The house that I'm living in is a great first home, whatnot, and this and that, but I'm so dedicated to this YouTube and what I'm wanting to do with this business that this house is more likely going to be sold here pretty soon, maybe. I'm pretty sure. I just have no room. And to build on this property makes no sense because of the square footage of the house. So I could come in and put a $50,000 garage in here and then still have a 600 square foot house. It just doesn't make sense to do that. So I've got a few bills to take care of, and I'm really hoping maybe some things will work out before the end of this coming year that I won't have to necessarily move, but moving is looking like that's the only way I'm going to be able to run my business and do YouTube anymore. So it just has to be done. I know it has to be done, and I'll be honest with you, these people on TV, that it's a big thing for these people in these big cities that, oh, we're gonna build a tiny house and haul it in a trailer, and we're gonna go all across America and live in these tiny houses. They take these tiny houses, shove them right. Okay, I've been living in a 600 square foot house for 8 years. I'm done, dude. I need square footage. I can't even have a dog because the house is so small. You know, so yeah, you know, we're gonna get back to this, gonna install this video, but you know, I can't have, you know, 100 radiators show up at my house and have nowhere to put them. I can't keep them outside in the garage because this isn't temperature controlled, and I got a 600 square foot house packed to the brim that everything has to go up the walls. So I have some real tough decisions to make coming up here. So the housing market's hot, the commercial market's low. So am I going to buy a commercial building and live in the back? I mean, how dedicated am I to this, you know? So that's an option that I'm looking at, but you know, that's going to be further down the road here. But you know, as soon as this quad's done, I'm out of here. And this might be a 2-part series on this. Okay, so we got the foam pad off, and I'm not real sure how that's gonna, because the speedometer needs to be in. I'd really like the speedometer to be like facing up like this, and with the fairings of the plastic in the gas tank, there's just an over, so anything above would be fine, but I just don't have enough rod here to do this. So I bought some other mounts that were a little bit shorter, but I'm not for sure. I'd like to get them underneath of the riser here, like on this side, and then that would actually put it up like this. So we're going to end up using these. So I'm not 100% sure if you can see that, but what we have is we have our Pro Taper 7/8 to 1 1/8 addition to put the fatty handlebars on. Then we had to use the bottom. Then we used the bottom part of the original handlebar clamps, and then we used I think this is a 2-inch riser off a snowmobile to get the handlebars up. I'm 6 foot tall, so I needed to rise the handlebars up, and you will get usually 2 inches of play with your factory throttle cables, all your lines. You'll usually get 2 inches. If you go above 2 inches, then you need to have all new lines. But I did not know if there's enough of a gap, and there is here. I was thinking that I wanted it in between here and the bar, but there's enough of a gap here to mount these if I remove the bolt. So what I need to do is I need to loosen up these 4 bolts and then take this gap and push it toward the front here. And then we will install these on here and then bend these tabs to where we need it. So this is going to be a lot easier than I thought. Actually, just loosening that one nut's going to give us enough space here to do that. So, oh no, I never even thought about that. You might have to do some grinding. Oh crap, dude. That definitely ain't going to work like that. Ah, crap. Man, I thought I was going to get real lucky here. I'm going to have to grind the little edge off of this and make this flat to go onto the bar. And I read the comments, and I'm getting comments about Acrylic videos. People still watch the Acrylic videos. That's how I got started on YouTube. So don't worry, the Acrylics are coming back. I've already got one sitting in storage, the Falco, but I've also got the oversized radiator kits that I'm building out for the Aprilia first generation model. They're only going to be shipped to the USA. You're going to get the oversized radiators. You're going to get the proper silicone hose kit. The Millet kit's different than the Falco. The Falco kit is different than the ETV 1000 and the Futura model, I believe. So you're going to get the proper hoses if you buy this kit. The problem is it's going to be limited availability, and then you're also going to get a low temperature thermostat, which is good for hot weather conditions or racing. We'll use this machine here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking this round edge that's on this one, and I've got to sand it flat because there's not enough room to go in toward the handlebars. So it's easier to take a little bit off. We'll go remeasure, and then we will see if it's going to work here. So we've got the fitment here. It will fit, but I need to be able to turn it so it matches the holes on the back of that speedometer. So I'm going to have to come in and grind some of the excess on the side because all the excess on this side isn't allowing this to pivot. So we just come in and remove a little more. Ooh, that's loud. Side loose. Wasn't expecting that. If I was a perfectionist, you wouldn't have seen that. People need to see this stuff. Because when you're working on stuff and you're a YouTuber, this stuff happens, man. A lot of YouTubers just cut that out because it's, oh, not professional. This is what happens in a shop. Stupid shit like that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the other side here. That should work. Yeah, it's going to. It's got enough room to move. So I'm just going to tighten this up just a little bit. Because we're going to have to, I might have to take some more metal off of this one. That should give me enough room to put that Speedo on here. And it just looks like we got a couple screws on the speedometer. So we're going to try to reuse these screws because I don't know what's going on here. No, they're threaded like a bolt. They're not. I thought they were going to be threaded like those Dyson vacuum screws I got. And I put a new battery in this. These things to replace the battery are on the back. They take the same as a scope, I think, a CR2032. Yep. It's the same as pretty much any ACOG or zoom scope for a firearm. They're pretty popular batteries. Okay, I'm gonna get this lifted up a little bit so we can get a better shot of what's going on here. Then I'll have to drop it back down, of course. Waiting for the click. There it is. Yeah, I think that's gonna bolt right on, to be honest with you. See if our holes are gonna line up here. Oh, dude, perfect. I knew that was gonna work. Look at that. That's gonna give me, actually, I could go forward. Oh, that's cool. So I'll be able to put this where I want it as long as I use the right spacers. We'll put it as far up. Crap, I forgot about the pad. The face buster. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Looks like we're gonna have to do some trimming. Well, we'll come back to that. We'll go ahead and get this speedometer on first and then decide on cutting that. That's gonna have to be cut. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the first hole farthest out and try to at least get one screw in here. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. that's gonna, oh man, that's gonna be perfect to run all the wires right down. Oh man. I'm just gonna have to bend it out and bend it up to fit the smash pad. That's gonna look good. Yeah, that's gonna be, I'm just gonna have to work out on the handlebars here. Okay, so we're gonna flip the handlebars back up and retighten these. Retighten these handlebars back up. And don't interfere with the with any of the cables. So I already know I'm gonna have to come back and adjust these handlebars, or the next buyer can mess with this shit, is what I'm thinking. I'm probably gonna end up just cutting that pad, that crash pad. So I've got the handlebars pretty much centered. Well, I don't know, I might be able to bend that. No, it's gonna have to be cut. I have to take the glasses off. Those are my exhaust fans just beating there, so I'll come over here. Don't even know if I'll even. There we go. Great. And now what we'll do is we'll just bend this up like so. Look at that. And now you can see it. Until you come in and bash this thing, and then all of a sudden that speedometer is no good. Okay, think that'll work, man. That's exactly how I wanted it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna attempt to hook up some power to this thing. It said that I needed a 1 amp fuse. I don't have a 1 amp fuse, so we're just gonna connect this. I'm gonna cut this. This is an extra, I'm not SAE tie style connector. I'm gonna cut this and try to reuse this. So when we hook this up, positive first, positive last. Oh yeah, that's just what I want to do, is ground this thing out. It lights up. Now it's supposed to shut off after 20 minutes, so it's lit up like it should be. Lit right up, we'll see if it shuts off. So we're starting to get a lot of them Okay, so we're starting to get a lot of electrical shit going on here, but this is the spark plug wire. Of course, because it's used, they just cut it, which makes it a big frickin' problem because it might be too short. So we're going to plug that in, and you're supposed to come over to the coil here and then wrap it around the coil. I don't know how the hell that's supposed to stay coiled up on that. Okay, so this is going to conclude part 1 of 2 on the install here. The spark plug cable to catch the RPM signal is too short. They snipped it way too short, so I can't use it. We can't install the temperature sensor for the water temperature until I get the other radiator that I've got to be put in. And if you haven't seen that, the prototype is totally done. This is the official 525 model that I'm coming out with the hoses, and will include the fan thermostat, coolant tank, and the air fins, air scoops, and probably the temperature gauge for the top cap, but I'm not real sure yet to finish that. And then also we have the speedometer cable. So this stuff is going to have to go into a 2-part series. So if you haven't seen the 525 playlist, I think I got someone outside my garage. Check it out, and more videos to come.